test. On this edition, we are going to be testing some chip packaging as well as the taste of the chips. What we're going to be trying today is Sun Chips compostable packaging. We're going to try that with and compare it to Boulder Canyon, which is a sea salt chip. According to the manufacturer, Boulder Canyon all-natural Kettle chips have a new compostable bag. It's made out of wood pulp. These bags can be composted at home by industrial composters or recycled through organic recycling programs. According to the Biodegradable Products Institute, the bag has 180 days or less compostability measure. And comparing that, we are going to compare it to Sun Chips, which is also 100% compostable. It is not made out of wood pulp, it's made out of PLA, which is a plastic made from plant materials. Frito-Lay claims the chips compost in 14 weeks. That's about half of the time that it takes to compost a Boulder Canyon chip bag. They're approved by the Biodegradable Product Institute for compost in large, professionally managed facilities. All right. And I'm sure you've already noticed the Sun Chips bag is really loud. The first thing we're going to test is how loud these bags are. So I'm going to go ahead and give this a good crinkle. I mean, it's loud. You guys think it's loud?
Yeah, it's not horribly loud.
It's not horribly loud. Okay. All right, and now the Sun Chips packaging. That's obviously louder, right?
Yeah, it's very loud.
Would you find it annoying to eat these chips? I mean,
yes, especially if you're trying to be stealthy about it.
Okay, so obviously the Sun Chips package is louder. Now, one thing we did notice sort of by accident with the Boulder Canyon chip bag is that it tends to leak, like grease. We had it sitting on top of some papers and it leaked through the papers all the way through. So I'm curious to see when we taste these, is it going to hold the same flavor or is it going to be stale? So, all right, we're going to go ahead and give these chips a try. All right, let's go ahead and try the Boulder Canyon chips. What do you guys think of them? I mean, they're salty. I mean,
yep.
The flavor's good.
Mm-hmm. It's sea salt and cracked pepper. I think the flavor's good. I don't know if they're just supposed to be maybe on the thicker side or if they are a little stale. I can't really tell.
They remind me of Crunchers brand chips, but not as crunchy.
Okay. Yeah, they're not quite as crunchy.
Yeah,
but they're still, I mean...
They do have, yeah, I think a slight staleness to them, but I'm not sure if it's like just the way they are. Yeah, there's a slight softness to it.
Mm-hmm. I can't tell if it's the way they are.
But it's hard to tell.
No, I mean, it's not horrible. They're not unbelievably stale or anything. All right, now for the Sun Chips. They taste fine. I mean, they're whole wheat, right? I think. Mm-hmm.
I've had Sun Chips before, so they taste like I'd expect them to.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely very crispy. Got a nice loud crunch to them.
Yep, nothing different than you'd expect.
No.
All right, so based on the packaging and the taste combined, I mean, do you love Sun Chips so much that this new packaging you don't really care to buy it even though it's that loud, or is it going to keep you from buying Sun Chips?
Probably wouldn't keep me from buying them, just because most of the times I would be eating these at home where a little bit of sound doesn't matter that much. It is very annoying sound. It's something in particular, but it's not just the volume, but something about the sound itself is very striking to the ear.
Yes.
But I would probably, I think I'd prefer the Boulder Canyon chips overall.
Okay. All right.
I agree. It's a very distinct sharpness to the sound, not just the volume level. It wouldn't deter me from buying the Sun Chips. I'd probably, if it was really an issue, put them in my own Ziploc bag and not have to deal with that bag anymore. Preference-wise, I like them both, but the Boulder Canyon is, it's interesting. So I buy them again just because there's something I haven't really had before.
Does it bother you guys that the Boulder candy bag leaks? I mean, you'd have to watch where you leave it.
Yeah, that's kind of weird. I don't know. I don't know if it's like a deficiency in this bag in particular, or I'd be interested to like go to the grocery store and like see like a stack of those bags and see if there are any, if there, you can tell if they're leaking or whatever, because that would be a pretty big deal. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I guess it's just some grease, but I feel like that's not the most like sanitary or like.
Right. I mean, well, if you left this, like, say you were sitting on your pants while you're eating them and you didn't realize it, and all of a sudden your pants are ruined.
Well, if something can come out of it, couldn't something like go into it too? Like if it's on like if it's in like the back room of the grocery store and there's like some liquid like that could get in there, you know.
Or even odors too, if it's that permeable.
Yeah.
Right. That's what I would be concerned about. All right, so it sounds like the Boulder Canyon chips taste better. We prefer those to the Sun Chips, and we also prefer the packaging to the Sun Chips. It's not quite as loud. All right, so that's it for this edition of Taste Tests, and tune in next time. Yeah.
It's like, it doesn't really feel like a taste, but it's like something that they